about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 17, Brady. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Bounces forward on the jet sweep. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. Now a give running left is Eckler. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give. Eckler running to the right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Trucks over it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Our game, the Titans and Bills, the first of 2 on this Monday night in Week 2. We'll see the Vikings and Eagles set to kick off in the nightcap right around 8:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for that.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Brady. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
Musicians. My child is driving me insane. My father like son, huh? Look at that. It's been solid and uncooperative for days. I think he needs to see someone. What do you mean like that? Like a shrink? No, I mean like a relax. This is clearly a reaction to the course. He's not processing his emotions enough. Help me.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this one down near the 15. On second down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Brady on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell us, end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They chopped that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert.
He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Slot man moves right. Again, Herbert. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Bills. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Brady. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week. They had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert now. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Saquon Barkley as time expires in the first half. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers,
oh my God!
You never say never, right? Because if you're an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Mistake.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
That's funny.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
That's funny.
Extra point up and through. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
That's funny.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Herbert.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Darnell Mooney,
69 yards.
and the Bills extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Brady to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Cybered on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history.
Oh, God damn it, grab me.
Intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And the Titans are going to take possession
caught me.
of the football. Now this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to to the quarterback get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Henry here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there. He's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. And we're pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses.
Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
It's hard for me.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Back to throw here. Herbert. Open man, the tight end Henry.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Saquon Barkley from 19 yards away. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted root.
And now here's another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That is touchdown.
Hunter Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. But they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Herbert on first down now. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third and long, it's Brady.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Landry. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head